If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us.
President Trump may believe he won, but his great challenge now is to prove it. To prove there were illegal votes and enough of them to make a difference. This task falls to his lawyers, including Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York City.
I'm giving you the big picture. There is strong evidence that this was an election that in at least 3 or 4 states and possibly 10, it was stolen.
The Trump team alleges that illegal votes were cast across the country, and especially in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Nevada, Wisconsin, Georgia, and Arizona.
The Pennsylvania election was a disaster.
Trump's people allege that the illegality takes several forms. First, and perhaps most prolifically, that Republican monitors were blocked from observing the counting of mail-in votes.
Republican observers being kept so far away that they had to try to use binoculars to see the ballots. They couldn't accomplish that. And even though we went to court and we were allowed to move 6 feet closer, the Democrat machine people moved the counting place 6 feet further away.
Second, that a number of mail-in votes were allegedly fraudulently backdated to beat the deadline.
We have evidence now from not only the post office, but from others, that there was backdating.
Trump's team also alleged that ballots had been stolen and that votes had been cast using the ballots of deceased people.
You put that all together, we're up to about 900,000 votes that were completely invalid.
And Giuliani says they have dozens of witnesses who are willing to go on the record.
What I saw was disturbing, and the process seemed to be specifically so we could not observe and also so we could not challenge.
This time they mailed out the ballot and somebody took my ballot. They also took the ballot of my roommate.
Well, these sorts of statements form the backbone of the Trump lawsuits and will be considered in the state courts. They may even find their way up to the Supreme Court, where conservatives have a majority. But will they make any difference? With a record 146 million people plus voting, would it even matter if a few votes were deemed illegal? Let's go back to the map. The winning candidate has to secure a minimum of 270 electoral college votes to win. As things stand, Biden is way ahead, but his lead in some swing states is quite small. If just a few thousand votes were found to be illegal, some states could, in theory, swing to Trump, taking him to victory. But this all looks very unlikely, so much so that all the major news networks have already declared Biden the winner.
CNN projects Joseph R. Biden Jr. is elected the 46th president of the United States.
NBC News now projects that Joe Biden has won the Keystone State, Pennsylvania.
Joe Biden will win Pennsylvania and Nevada, putting him over the 270 electoral votes he needs.
Breaking news at this hour. CBS News projects that Joe Biden has been elected.
Well, they're all reading from the same auto cue, but not everyone's impressed.
Who was it called by? Oh my goodness, all the networks. Wow. All the networks. We have to forget about the law. Judges don't count. All the networks. All the networks thought Biden was going to win by 10%. Gee, what happened? Come on, don't be ridiculous. Networks don't get to decide elections. Courts do.
Well, thanks for watching our program. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and even subscribe.